And everyone was
It's very,
so excited yesterday. I was excited, man. I watched the clip over and over and over and over again. I was stuck
believe
on
you
Man
me,
United social pages yesterday, social media pages or accounts.
believe you me, even with just watching snippets of the training session, I don't think United fans we've been this excited since we won the Champions League in 2008. I mean, even the Premier League title of 2013 doesn't cut
You're
it. I
you're
mean,
comparing it to winning champions.
yeah. It just feels like that. It just has that feel about it. I'm telling you. I mean, when you say that a 16-year-old kid called Goodwill Kukonki was called
Yeah,
up and he participated in the training, I mean, it just reminds me of the Nigerian song, "God you win, God you win." Oh. It's like, yo, we
nice.
winning, man. Amorim is winning already. Just on the right off the bat. I mean, we're learning new things about the guy. He can trust the new kids. It doesn't really matter to him how old you are. If you're good enough, you're going to play football. And it's a blessing in disguise that Amorim arrived when he arrived, because some of the senior players were not available with away at for international duty with their teams. It helped the situation that the fringe players at the club and the ones who are recovering from injury got to be the ones the manager sees first, because most of the time it is the other way around. I mean, they are not given a lot of time. So at least they did have a very good session. It was a beautiful session. Something you would want to see that Amorim implements in on a match day, because right away Amorim wasted no time. He went with the structure that he believes in. He went with the structure that he knows. United trained the full pitch session. They trained in a 3-4-3 formation, and he immediately removed any doubt on what formation will be played. We had three center backs yesterday, in Lenny Yoro as the right-sided center back, Luke Shaw as the left-sided centre back, and Johnny Evans. And in midfield, we had Kobe Mainu and Casemiro. Then the wing backs. He did what he knows best. He did
Mm.
exactly what he used to do at Sporting Lisbon. If you remember a kid called Queda was playing right wing back, but
Actually,
Queda.
he's on Man United's radar. He might join. The rumor is he was even scouted way before they went in for Ruben Amorim.
Yeah. He's a good kid and he's just about 17 years old. But
Mm.
Queda is naturally left-footed, but he plays on the right wing back position. For me, I do believe that the purpose for the left-sided the left-sided player to play on the right wing forward is for him to be able to turn in field. You know, every time he receives the ball, he receives the ball in a manner that he can turn on his stronger foot and pick out passes. Anyhow, going forward, we did have Ahmad and Mason Mount. It was very good to see that Mason Mount was fit, or he's finding his fitness. He was able to train. They did play with Ahmad just behind Marcus Rashford, which could
Correct.
be also a very good thing for Marcus Rashford to start in that position. But most importantly is how involved the manager was. How involved the manager was in the whole training session. It was beautiful to
Well,
see.
he's still 39 years old. I mean, you saw him playing. At one point, I saw him train to, I think it was Johnny Evans trying to defend him, block him from getting the ball. Memory
Yes.
went back to when Amorim was playing for Braga at Old Trafford. The two, again, almost the same picture.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
it was
me,
amazing.
yeah, what I picked out from the game yesterday, I can tell you that Amorim uses two defensive midfielders to cover for his wing backs, who push
Mm.
up high up the pitch and stay wide to form a 3-4-2 formation in that phase of the game. So it allows his attacking midfielders to drop into pockets behind a lone striker, that is Marcus Rashford, while still stretching the opposition's backline. This close proximity of teammates in and around Marcus Rashford can give them a way to play direct passes into Marcus Rashford, or later Rasmus Højlund, as the case may be. Then it is up to that player, let's say Marcus Rashford, as the case was yesterday, to hold up the ball and wait for players to make runs, and he lays it off to them if they're in better positions. Now, if the wing backs are so high up the pitch, it allows for regular switches of play, so it can help us have numerical advantages in those positions, because at that point, when the wing backs are high up the pitch, then we have already formed a 3-5-2 in attack, so we
Correct.
have a better chance of coming away with a goal. I didn't see much of Tom Heaton, but I do believe Andre Onana will be a very active figure in the build-up phase with
Yeah,
Andre
this formation
with
really suits him well.
yes, with his
That's
ability
very
on the
convenient.
ball. He will
Yeah,
have to be a very vital player, because when in the instance that say Andre Onana has the ball, yeah,
yeah,
the central defender, the central defender, let's say Delict, or the case like the case was yesterday, Johnny
yeah.
Evans, who was
Johnny
the one in the
Evans.
middle. Yeah,
Mm.
Johnny Evans has to push up into the midfield and form the three in the midfield, and is at the tip of a diamond of the other two players. There'll be five. They'll
The
create a
wing backs,
diamond.
Anthony and
Yes,
Malasia. I'm just giving examples as it was yesterday.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. So it helps Onana to have an array of passing options. He can pass this side, he can pass the other side. Then the mid, because the midfield has three players who are close to each other, they are better passing angles for Onana, and he doesn't have to always kick this ball to the farthest player. So
Mm.
for me, I believe that is the reason that Ruben Amorim kept giving instructions to Kobe Mino, because in the clip you see that he spent quite some time
With
talking to
Mino.
Kobe Mino, yes,
Mm.
about his positioning, because he wants him to carry the ball in a certain manner, and he wants him to keep up a tactical discipline while he's in that position. When can he do a body feint? When can he get into a better position to play a 1-2 pass, or when can he carry the ball into the other third of the pitch? So for me, I am really excited. I think this is the manager that this manager deserves Manchester United, and Manchester United deserves this manager.
Man United fans, we are over the moon, man. I hope things turn out well. Yo, by the way, according to what I saw yesterday, that is exactly, it's so good that even from watching, watching the clips, you could clearly see the identity. You could see the pieces he's trying to put together. Remember, he said, everyone, for those that are asking what kind of football he's going to be playing, let's wait on his first game, his debut, although it will be an away match against Ipswich. He said, when we watch the team play on Sunday, we will clearly see something different. There will be a picture portrayed for one to pick and understand what he's trying to implement as the new manager. But Josh, I want to ask again, considering what I saw yesterday, where does this leave Joshua Zirkzee? Do you think he will fit? Because if he's going to use Rashi, we saw him yesterday using Rashi with Ahmad and Mason Mount behind him. If he's going to use Rashi and Rasmus Holland as his CFs, yeah, I
Yeah.
guess Joshua Zirkzee could pick up the role of Pedro Goncalves. Is it Goncalves?
Yeah, yeah.
Although he needs to be a little bit more aggressive. He is aggressive, but he would have to be a little bit more aggressive. Because to me, I think they have something similar. Pedro at Sporting Lisbon, they have something similar with Joshua Zirkzee, and I think he could do the same thing.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem thinking that Joshua Zirkzee is surplus to requirements because he's a very
Mm,
good he's a very good footballer. And why I told you that it is a blessing in disguise that the manager came at the time that he came when a few players were away is because of things like that. I mean, he managed to use maybe the fringe players or the players who are returning from injury, and he still gave them exactly what he wanted them to implement on the pitch. So for me, it does not really matter what player is going to be on the pitch, but if you give
mm,
100% in the training sessions that he does carry out, you're going to be able to play. I don't think it is a bad thing for Manchester United to have four forwards, all four attacking players in one position, because it will
correct.
only just make us better and prepare us for when we have a wobble with one of them. So for me, I don't really have a problem with the selection of players, because I do believe unless you have failed to impress the manager, that's when you should be cut loose. But I think Joshua
Well,
Zirkzee still has some time.
yes.
He
Well,
can
as you
make a
said, it's a clean slate. Everyone
Yeah,
is
it's a
going to
clean
get
slate.
minutes. They
Everyone
have to prove
is going to be
themselves.
given a chance, and you have to prove yourself to the manager that you're actually the player that
Correct.
you think you are.
You deserve to start. Yeah. I hope he doesn't. I mean, I hope he doesn't get engulfed in relying on Shaw and Malasia, then Mount. Of course, I'm saying judging with what he saw yesterday. We know other players are still missing due to the
Yeah,
international
but
break.
for
They'll be
me,
coming back tomorrow, and majority of them on Thursday. But yo, I mean, that will be a very rude awakening for him if
yeah, but apart from Luke
because we all
Shaw,
know Shaw is toilet paper bones.
yeah, but he's a very good footballer, and I mean,
Yeah, but
if he gets in
unfortunately,
his
he's
element,
injury prone. There's nothing he's going to
yeah,
do. He's never going to get past where he is right now, Josh. He's never going
yeah,
to give you 100%. Ever
but
since that injury,
yeah,
he will
what you
never be the
don't
same
know,
player.
what you
Yeah,
don't know is the fitness of the player, because yes, he has not been around for so long. He's
unless you're going, something is going to change now that
Yeah, he's
with
part of the
Amorim.
reason that Eric Ten Hag played 2 seasons without a left back, because
Mm,
he did believe that he would come back at some point. Sometime the medical team did inform him that the two left backs at the club would be available in January. They were never available. But I do believe that if Luke Shaw is fit, I mean, Luke Shaw can give you one of the best one of the best displays in this type of formation, because he doesn't have to play as a wing back. He will just play as a left-sided center back to
yeah, the only
deputize
problem
for
to deputize
Licha.
Lisandro Martinez. Yeah, I agree.
Yes, yes, he
If
doesn't have
if
to
it's
start games. I
deputizing,
mean, yeah, he has to deputize because you have to work him up into full fitness. But a
mm,
fit Luke Shaw, he will easily get into that side, because he now has the experience. He's been at the club for quite some time. He's a decent footballer too. So, and he has actually learned how to defend, because when he was younger, he did have a problem of defending. He was very good going forward, but he never calculated his distances very well to be able to stop players from getting one on him.
well, Josh, yesterday, some of the other names we had is the second in charge, Carlos Fernandez. He was also at Carrington. We had George Vital, the goalkeeping coach. I saw him talking to Tom Hitton at one point. Yo, it was amazing yesterday. For everyone that hasn't watched the clip, yo, go to the Man United official pages, watch those clips. Take your time, see
Now
what the
let
man is cooking, see what the man is mixing for us,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ingredients he's adding. Yo,
Guy,
it's
guy
going to be
looks
more
like a
fire.
proper chef. Guys looks guy looks like a proper chef too,
He knows
because
what he's cooking. He knows what
there's
he's
a